All right, today we're diving into a fascinating matchup between two of Asia's heavyweights, India and Japan. We're talking about two tech titans that are on completely, and I mean completely different journeys.
When you think of Japan, your mind immediately goes to this idea of physical perfection. It's the sleek design of a bullet train, the complex, almost beautiful dance of a factory robot, or just that flawless piece of engineering you can hold in your hand.
But then you've got India, a country that's not so much focused on perfecting the machine itself, but on connecting more than 1 billion people through a massive digital revolution. So the question isn't just how big is the gap, it's what kind of future is each of these nations actually building. Let's start with the powerhouse we all think we know.
First up, let's talk about Japan. This is our benchmark, right? A country whose name has basically meant cutting-edge technology for more than half a century.
I mean, from the Walkman that changed how we listen to music to the Prius that changed how we drive, Japan built its entire global reputation on this foundation of incredible engineering and constant innovation in the physical world. It's a legacy of high-quality stuff you can actually touch and feel.
And what's really cool when you look at this lift is how all these pieces fit together. The same precision manufacturing that makes a world-class camera is what enables the super advanced parts for their industrial robots. The engineering discipline that makes the Shinkansen bullet trains famous for being on time to the second, well, that's the exact same discipline you see in their city infrastructure. It's this whole integrated ecosystem of hardware excellence.
And if you need one number to really get it, it's this: 399. That's how many industrial robots there are for every 10,000 manufacturing workers in Japan. It's one of the highest densities on the planet, and it just shows this deep, deep commitment to automation and precision that is, well, it's on a whole other level.
Okay, so now let's completely switch gears and head over to India, because its story creates this incredible contrast. This isn't about India trying to play Japan's game, it's about India writing a totally new rulebook.
India was facing these unique challenges, right? Just immense scale, huge diversity. So it didn't go down that hardware-first path. Instead, it just leapfrogged. It built this software-first, mobile-first world to solve its biggest problems, like getting people a bank account or a formal identity.
So look how different these pillars are from Japan's. Seriously, we're not talking about trains and cameras anymore. We're talking about systems you can't even see. The Aadhaar ID system, it gave over 1 billion people a digital identity for the first time. Then the UPI payment system, built right on top of that, lets you make instant, basically free transactions. And the fuel for all of this? Some of the cheapest mobile data in the world, which just unleashed this wave of innovation in fintech and startups.
And if you want a number to capture that story, here it is: over 10 billion. That's how many of those UPI transactions happen in India every single month. It's a scale of digital life that is just completely reshaping society for hundreds of millions of people at an absolutely breathtaking speed.
So what we have here are two totally different ways of thinking about tech power. One is all about precision hardware, the other is all about digital scale. So now, let's put them side by side and really see what's going on.
This table, man, it tells such a great story. Look at R&D spending. Japan invests a ton in that foundational research. And the robotics gap, it's not a gap, it's a chasm. 399 versus 4. It's not even close. Japan's high-speed rail is this mature, massive network, while India's is really just getting started. But then you get down to digital payments, and the roles just completely flip. India isn't just ahead, it is the undisputed world leader.
This chart just hammers that point home. I mean, it's hard to even wrap your head around that difference visually. And this isn't just about having more factories. It's about a fundamentally different way of thinking about manufacturing that has defined Japan for decades.
And you can literally feel this difference in everyday life. A commute in Tokyo, it's like this masterpiece of synchronized, quiet efficiency. A commute in Mumbai, it's just this explosion of vibrant, chaotic energy, where you've got brand new metro lines being built right next to ancient transport systems, all of them just struggling to keep up with this incredible growth.
Or think about something as simple as buying a coffee. In Japan, there's a really good chance you'll use cash. It's still super common. But in India, it doesn't matter if you're in a fancy cafe or at a tiny tea stall on the street, you are almost guaranteed to see a QR code. You just scan it with your phone, and boom, payment's done. It's a perfect illustration of India just leapfrogging an entire generation of tech.
And believe it or not, this same dynamic plays out in the world of defense. Japan is focused on creating these exquisite, high-tech pieces of hardware, super advanced destroyers, next-gen fighter jets. India, on the other hand, is managing one of the largest militaries in the world,
trying to balance building its own tech with buying what it needs from others to meet its huge, varied security needs. It's precision versus massive scale, all over again.
So this all brings us to the most important question, right? What happens next? Where are these two very different paths actually leading?
To really think about the future, we have to grasp this idea of technological divergence. Basically, it says we need to stop thinking about technology as a single ladder that every country is trying to climb. Instead, you should imagine different nations building totally different ladders to solve their own unique set of problems.
And these are the forces that are going to shape their ladders. For Japan, its aging population creates this urgent, massive need for things like healthcare, robotics, and automation. For India, its gigantic youth population is this demographic goldmine, creating and consuming unimaginable amounts of data and providing the brainpower for the global software industry. For both of them, their biggest challenges are actually their biggest drivers of innovation.
And when you boil it all down, this is what you get. The entire divide can be summed up in this one idea. One nation is perfecting the machine, the other is connecting a billion people with it.
So after looking at all this, you really have to ask yourself, is that old way of thinking, one country is ahead and the other is behind, is that even useful anymore? Maybe the real story here isn't about a gap that one country needs to close at all. Maybe what we're actually watching is two powerful, parallel visions for the 21st century being built at the same time. And if that's true, then asking who's more advanced is kind of pointless. The much better question is, which future is being built, and why?